Okay, let's cover a couple of few of the stocks. We saw this stock during the day. I put it out there, and this is ISRG. This is the daily chart. This is the daily chart. This is what's going on here. Let me just move this back 100 and put it down here. Now, my track record on ISRG has been 3 and 3 over the past couple of months. I have not held it all the way towards the end, but it's still been very profitable in the middle. If I held it towards the end, it would be one heck of a lottery ticket all the way through, right? So, saying all that, let's take a look at what it normally does if it's, I'm looking at pure consolidation flags, pattern symmetry, all that kind of stuff. See this? Let me just get the drawing tool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just looking at face value, what do you think happens after this sharp rising falling wedges? Well, in this case, it was spectacular earnings, and then it took off. In this case, it basically went up here and then fell, so it was a 50% retracement. So in this particular case, if it's a 50% retracement of this consolidation flag, we are looking at somewhere around 455 to 460. I'll take it. Just the way I look at it, okay? And of course, if it breaks out, then we still have 470 in play right here, and above that we got this line of 511. That's optimistic scenario. On the downside, we have a gap to fill here, so I'm still looking. I'd say 420, 434 would be the levels to watch. Let me take all these things out. What you see here are, like I was originally showing you, these falling wedges and the breakouts from that. This one up, so this one, if it goes, it's going to go to 470. This one went and then of course took off, very similar to this, and of course this one went, and that was quite a bit too. Okay, from what is it, around 400 to 462. So the bottom line is ISRG, the way I look at it, it's a 20-30 point mover. So if you can catch the right price point, it'll fluctuate around, it'll throw people off the boat, the bid and ask on the options. The option spread is going to be wide as the Amazon River or whatever it is. The bottom line is that you just have to know how to play it. So I don't know what to say. It's a stock which is volatile. But I play it by pattern symmetry, and so far I've been very right on it, so just take it from there. We do have slight negative divergences here, okay, hope it doesn't play out too much, and we do need this OBV to start turning up, so those are the negatives on it. Let's take a look at KNDI. The daily is perfect, it's fine, okay. It was mentioned tonight on Smart Money by one of the, what's his name, Tim, well, the guy's name is Tim, and likes candy and all that stuff. What do I care? All I know is I recommend the stock all the way down here, and the stock is all the way up there. I would have loved to seen it go all the way to 22 in one straight go, but it didn't. So I'm holding it. I'll add to it unless it completely breaks down below the 18 level. Or the 17 level, it's still very much in play. So stock is it's clean. My charts are clean on this, and I think this pattern symmetry is played. And what pattern symmetry is that? This one, ladies and gentlemen, gets played. Okay, so that's it. So you pick your points. I'd be buying this. Calls are cheap, the stock is cheap, you buy the common, and I think you get a decent move on it. Let's take a look at a pick from last week, JMEI. It actually hit my mark. If I remember correctly, I recommended this stock all the way down somewhere in this level, around the 30 level. You got to look back on the charts and find it. This was a swing play, and the swing is working. Chinese consumption is obviously on the rampage. China, Shanghai market was up huge. Chinese domestic consumption is strong, and that's the play. So what do I see on this one? I see 35.50 and above, And then of course we have some major support here at the 34 level. There is a small running tail here, you can see that. So we might very well come test that, but overall this is a powerful chart pattern. So it's a swing. I don't day trade these things. So if you look at the daily is really telling you a story. It wants to go higher. Obviously fund managers feel the growth on this company is big. That's the way they felt about VIPS. They still do, and they just want to buy it, period. So this one is, I think, it can very well cross over 50. If we do a cup breakout, let's see here, 2750, 3150, that's 4 points. I'm sorry, 27, yeah, 4 points. And guess what? It was 4 points from the breakout, right? 4 points from 3150 was 3550. Bingo. See, depth of the cup, 4 points. Oops. Depth of the cup, 4 points. And there, depth of the cup, 4 points, and it went up 4 points from the breakout. Magic, right? Okay, so again, swing this, keep an eye on it. It's a great powerful mover. Let's take a look at VIPS. I mean, this is one heck of a powerful mover. I showed this chart repeatedly. At this point, this is a very powerful pattern. If it breaks out over 221.52, we can do a quick cup measure from this level. Okay, this was 112, 184, so that's 72 points. What's 72 plus 72 plus 184 is around $256. So $256, okay? So that's really pretty much where the stock will go. 256 right here. So I don't have the exact earnings. I believe it's this week. I think it's tomorrow. Let's check all that. So anyway, whichever the case, just this breakout on this cup measures to this cup breakout. Okay, there was a little consolidation here, and then the next move here. If it comes down here, I would love it. Whichever the case, it's going around 256. It's probably a $300 stock for all I know, from the growth rate in this company and the rave reviews it gets. It's up there. So definitely keep this in mind. Let's take a quick look at LinkedIn, one of my biggest winners. I still have LinkedIn in the long-term account, so I'm enjoying this. So you can trade all you want, but look at LinkedIn. There's nothing to stop it. There was nobody buying here, nobody. Now they're all in. Okay, and we've been charting this from all the way down here. So LinkedIn, at this point, is and all of you can attest to the fact that they just hated LinkedIn. Okay, and this is what's going on. So LinkedIn at this point has completed the circle. So I'd like some rest. Let's see what happens, but the internals don't say that it's going to really pull back. If it breaks here, this is the retest. It's going to go to 255. It's going to go back to its highs. I said that a while ago. Now, I don't always follow exactly what I say, but that's just what I said. So this one could very well, at this point, if you draw the channels, which I did, you are going to see the stock first get to about 230, and that I've said before, and above that it will try to test the highs. Okay, all this is all positive. Now if we take a look at the weekly chart on LinkedIn, it is clearly telling us that on a weekly basis this stock is going to go to at least 226. That's another 14 points, and above that it's going to hit the highs. and the internals are definitely positive.